My dear friends, every woman carries a light deep within her. Sometimes the world cannot see it, and at times even she forgets that it is there. But it never disappears. That light is not borrowed from anyone else, not granted by society, and not dependent on another person's approval. It is her own. Her inner power, her quiet resilience, her unshakable strength. From the very beginning of life, she is faced with challenges, responsibilities, and expectations that are not always fair, and yet she rises. Not always with noise or drama, but with grace. She creates, she nurtures, she protects, she uplifts, and her presence transforms homes, workplaces, communities, and even the world itself. A woman's strength is not about dominance, but about balance. Not about control, but about influence. It is not about shouting louder, but about standing firmer. Her strength shows in her ability to love with depth, to think with wisdom, to endure in silence, and to shine even in the darkest of times. But this power is never meant to remain hidden. It is meant to be expressed, lived, and celebrated. When a woman recognizes her inner strength, she becomes an inspiration not only for herself, but for generations after her. Life tests us in unexpected ways. Responsibilities weigh us down, rejections break our hearts, and challenges seem impossible to overcome. In those moments, it feels natural to look outside for help, for approval, for someone to carry us forward. And while support is valuable, true transformation begins when we recognize the strength that has always lived inside us. Every woman carries a reservoir of power within, no matter her background, her circumstances, or what society tells her she can or cannot do. Too often, that strength is buried under fear, doubt, and the voices of the world that try to define her worth. But once she discovers it, nothing can shake her. Think of a tree in a storm. Its branches bend, its leaves may fall, but its roots hold it firm. In the same way, a woman rooted in her values, courage, and clarity may cry, may stumble, may feel pain, but she does not break. History and daily life are filled with women who turned obstacles into opportunities, who found strength in hardship, who rose not because life was easy, but because they refused to give up. A mother who raises children with little, but ensures they never feel unloved. A girl who studies in secret when told she cannot learn, and later becomes a beacon of knowledge. A woman who faces bias in her career, yet continues with excellence until her work itself commands respect. These are not extraordinary people. They are ordinary women choosing to rely on inner strength rather than outer circumstances. Circumstances will always change. The economy shifts, relationships evolve, people leave, challenges appear. If our strength depends on external conditions, we will always feel fragile. But when our strength comes from within, no storm can destroy us. With this mindset, problems no longer feel like punishments. They become lessons. Failures no longer feel like endings. They become stepping stones. Every obstacle becomes an opportunity to reveal the power that was always there. This power is not loud, not demanding, not boastful. It is quiet, steady, and deeply rooted. It is seen in nurturing, not just in motherhood, but in every role a woman plays. A sister encouraging her brother, a teacher lifting her students, a friend offering comfort, a leader guiding with trust rather than fear. Nurturing is not weakness, it is courage. It is the strength to give without expecting, to encourage when tired, to believe in others even when they doubt themselves. The world often overlooks this power because it works in silence, but without it, progress and hope would not survive. There is also a resilience women carry that does not shout but endures. It is in the grandmother who blesses her family despite loneliness, in the single mother working tirelessly without complaint, in the woman battling illness who still brings comfort to others. This silent resilience is like the foundation of a building, unseen but essential. It teaches us that not every victory needs applause. Sometimes the greatest victories are simply choosing to rise again, to forgive, to remain calm when anger would destroy peace. And then there is wisdom, often unspoken but always felt. A mother senses her child's worries before words are spoken. A friend offers the right advice at the right time. A teacher says one sentence that changes a student's life. This wisdom doesn't come from books alone, but from living, from enduring, from feeling deeply. It teaches balance, when to speak and when to be silent, when to be firm and when to be gentle. It shows that harmony matters more than perfection. Gentleness, too, is often misunderstood as weakness. Yet gentleness is power under control. It is water that carves stone, patience that disarms anger, kindness that heals wounds. A gentle spirit doesn't dominate but transforms. People forget harsh words, but never forget kindness shown in their weakest moments. Women also carry the gift of balance, balancing family and work, tradition and progress, strength and softness, giving and receiving. This balance holds homes together, strengthens communities, and guides nations. It is not easy, yet it is natural, because it comes from awareness and emotional intelligence. And perhaps most powerful of all is love. A love that sacrifices without hesitation, endures without conditions, forgives without ego. Love is not fragile. It is the strongest force of all. It gives sleepless mothers strength, gives courage in times of trial, and heals what the world believes is broken. True love is not weakness, but the very foundation of resilience. So, to every woman listening, your true strength is not in what the world gives you, but in what already lives within you. Your light is steady, your power is deep, and your influence is greater than you realize. You do not need permission to shine. You do not need validation to rise. The world may forget, doubt, or overlook. But your strength remains, waiting for you to claim it. And when you do, you don't just transform your own life, you inspire generations.